Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Saloon Sidebar, where the dice are always loaded. I'm not sure why Yugo gets the dice monsters. That was a Joey thing way back in the day. Or as his fucking name should be pronounced, considering the spelling, Hugo.
Yeah.
Ugh. So yeah, we are back to recording these Arc 5 catch-ups, and we're gonna do our best to get through these as quick as possible recording-wise. That way, we are recording proper episodes for you folks, since the show has put out enough episodes past the 100-episode mark for us to really get into the recording habit of it.
Hopefully.
But again, keep this in mind. Once we are caught up to wherever we are recording-wise, or once we're caught up to wherever we are in Arc 5 in recordings, the show will be on a bi-weekly basis. Like, you're not gonna get Sidebar weekly. That can't happen. Every 2 episodes, we'll sit down and record it, but that will be the extent of Arc 5 for us.
And something will be in that off week. What? I don't know. Because I can't say definitive. We're kind of at wit's end with Sonic Heroes.
Yep.
Smash doesn't have many episodes left. So those two kind of aren't going to be the rotation.
What? The Smash has got, what, 3 episodes that we have planned left?
4.
Really?
Finale.
4. Okay.
Well, 5. We were doing 2 finales, that's right.
I was about to say, we literally did all the characters recording-wise, so...
Yeah.
We are done outside of the classic mode material we wanted to do. And what, one All-Star run?
All-Star, the 9.0, and the 3 Miis. All that's left.
Oh yeah, we didn't record the Miis. I thought we recorded all the characters, but no, we didn't record the Miis. I completely forgot about that.
But yeah, so I have no idea what's going into that place, but that's still, like, I'm looking at the schedule, that's not going to be a factor until, like, August.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Maybe if I have everything set in place, Radiant Dawn might be your off material for that.
Either that, or it can go into the Thursday slot, and Poke MMO could go there.
Yeah. But anyway. Arc 5! We're looking at episodes 84 through 88 in this catch-up episode. So we're gonna kick things off with Yugo versus Selena, and Roger's an asshole.
Yeah.
We pretty much are gonna cover these 2 episodes right next to each other. 84 and 85. 84, Dice Roll of Destiny, and 85, Crystal Wings. Essentially what happens in these 2 episodes is Yugo sees Rin and Selena, tries to be all buddy-buddy. Selena don't have none of that shit. And I'm like, I don't care how you feel, this is funny.
Yep.
Because here's the thing, the recent Arc 5 episode had Yugo catch back up with Yuzu, and immediately when he tries to be friendly with her, smack with the fan she pulls out of fucking subspace. And I'm like, I am completely okay with Yugo getting smacked around by them. I'm completely okay with him getting smacked around, because I'm sure Rin smacked him around a whole bunch too.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because Yugo is an idiot. He is flat out the dumbest one of the 4 of them.
Yeah.
And just goes and doesn't think, and I'm like, I'm okay with you getting smacked, because you kind of deserve it sometimes. But anyway, essentially, Jean is trying to rig this duel by essentially changing the track at every turn, and since Selena's D-wheel is on autopilot, she'll follow the track. Yugo, not so much. Good news is he can swap the manual whenever he feels like. Which makes me go, I guess that explains where all those weird trick bullshit things that everyone's been doing this entire time come from. Everyone can swap the manual if they need to.
True. But it's a case of they don't really have to.
Right. And I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh's one of those, he's a seasoned enough D-wheeler that he could probably do an entire duel in manual if necessary.
Yeah, because that seems to be the only thing that he's competent with.
Mm-hmm.
Literally.
Well, Yu-Gi-Oh essentially is backed to a corner by Selena's use of not only her fusion monsters, but her pendulum cards too. But lo and behold, Yuga's got the fucking synchro trick with Yuya. Which, by the end, allows him to... I wouldn't say act so synchro, but essentially evolve Clear Wing up one level to that perfect 8 number that the show loves to have into Crystal Wing. Once more confirming the whole naming scheme that's always existed for all the dragons, and guess what? Yuri still applies to that! Yuri still applies to the naming scheme, even if he doesn't apply to all other numbers. The naming scheme still fits. And theoretically hints at something involving something about him that we don't know about yet, but we'll theorize once we get there. Or I'll theorize when we get there, because I think I know something up with that.
Huh.
Anyway. So yeah, eventually Yugo wins. Selena is ready to be sent to the other round, but yeah, she's not going to get there. As we find out in episode 86, yes, 86, Unyielding Resolve. Essentially, Roger tries to send security after her to capture her. They fucking gas her with some nerve agent so she can't do anything, but Rara shows up in Rex's house because Rara is secretly a badass.
Of course, to be fair, look at Reggie.
Yep. Speaking of Reggie, he wipes out the entirety of the security in the council room because fuck you.
Yeah.
The only reason they're here and they're looking like they're doing something is because I've allowed them to stand there and do something because they wouldn't be able to do anything otherwise. So yeah, by 86, like Rara, Selena, and Tsuchikage are... I believe the 3 of them are united right at this point. They're off, like, running away from security. And Reggie is standing tall in the council room going, "What's up? Come get me." Which leads us to 87, and by extension our last recap episode, 88, Yuya versus Crow. Where, fuck, shit, oh god, well, things are gonna get dark into the show.
He shouldn't have done it.
As I said, when I watched this episode, John, you are fucking with shit you don't even understand. You're poking the biggest and baddest of bears in existence, and you're expecting him to just play along with you. No, he will rip your fucking heart out. So, 87 and 88, The Memories of the Beast, and let me scroll up here real quick. One strike of lightning. Essentially, Yuya is let go from John to duel Crow, but he's put a little chip in his helmet to make him obedient, like Sergei is. Yes. And he switches on, interrupting Yuya and Crow's attempt for Yuya to hop off his D-wheel and go fucking find Yuzu and actually, be a part of the plot. Nope, can't have that. This essentially turns Yuya into Berserk mode and into a super Berserk mode because now fucking Yugo and Yuri are being affected by this. And kind of a reverse of what Yu's been doing with Yugo, those two are synchronizing with him and doing everything he's doing in the middle of wherever the fuck they are in the city.
Yeah.
And yeah, Yuya just pulls out Dark Rebellion at the end of 7. Just like, yeah, I'm pulling out not that Dark Rebellion, Odd Eyes Rebellion. My bad. Just pulls out Odd Eyes Rebellion. It's like, oh fuck, you only ever pull that card out when you really need it, or when you're super pissed, and you're pissed.
At the wrong person, though.
Yeah. Which brings us to 88, where we get a support card for Odd Eyes Rebellion. That might be a hint of things. Let me find the name on it real quick. I'm trying to find it. Wings of the Supreme King. Which pretty much allows Odd Eyes to fly? Kind of? But anyway, you and Crow are doing it now. Crow's barely hanging on. Sora shows up randomly like, oh, yo, Yuya's not himself. Help. Oh, by the way, Academy just showed up. Look over. They're fucking flying in on fucking, hang gliders. And it's like, oh, well, shit. By the way, Jean also knows this. Is like, Sergey, kill them! It's like, oh, shit. Everything's about to blow up. Also, as a note, this event finally causes the only other bracelet we've seen in the present, Selena's bracelet, to finally start blinking. Which is also happening to Yuzu's, but we're used to that at this point. So, this is a bad enough thing going on that Selena's bracelet has finally started doing something, when it's never done anything until now.
And she even makes a point of that, of mentioning that is what's bad.
Even when Yuya and Yugo are in the same range, that Yuzu's bracelet is blinking, as it normally does. She's in the same range as Yuzu, but it doesn't react to the two of them being anywhere near each other. Yet the fact that the four of them are essentially about to destroy Crow and whatever else may be in front of them, now it starts blinking? The fuck?
I wonder, though, what is the difference between Selena's, I'm gonna say it, but it's not, relationship with Yuri as opposed to Yuzu and Yuya?
I honestly don't know, but I don't know if it's even related to that at this point, because we've seen Yuzu's bracelet react to all of them. And Selena's bracelet has reacted to not Yuya and Yugo, at least. Which means that whatever this difference is, isn't quite related to the Yuyas, maybe? But maybe to the severity of the situation?
That's what I'm kind of wondering. Maybe because her and Yuri aren't as connected, maybe a lot of what her bracelet should be doing doesn't happen.
Maybe? But essentially, Yuya ends up winning this after Crow, but kind of throws himself under the bus a little bit. Crow gets sent off to the underground, but tells Yuya, by the way, Academy just showed up. And Yuya's like, alright, bye, fring. And just leaves. Because apparently no one turns off his D wheel ever when this shit happens. And that is our 5 episodes in a nutshell.
Yeah.
These recaps get fairly quick, but when you have when you can sum up the plot, sum up the duels in terms of their plot relevance, it cuts down a lot. Also, when there's like 0 plot to talk about, as this was 5 episodes of just duel. Everything's important.
Well, I mean, we are kind of wrapping up the tournament too.
And we're wrapping up an arc too, because when we end off this recap, for the most part, the arc is done. Like, we're moving on, and we got shit to do once we move on.
And at least one massive plot dump.
Yeah. What? Yeah. So, any thoughts about these 5 episodes?
No, not really. No.
Yeah, that was these 5 episodes in recap. As always, I don't think I've said this before, but I'll say it now and pretend like I've said it before. We encourage you to watch the episodes on your own. These recaps are definitely shorter than all 5 episodes.
Well, that's kind of a given, seeing as how it's only been like 15 minutes, kind of.
Yeah. Shortest recap episode so far, I think.
But it's because it's all a lot of duels.
Mm-hmm.
And the stuff that could be questionable in these gets answered, so for the most part.
Yeah, you want a longer recap episode? Tune in next time when we get to the things that are gonna make us go, all right, hang on. Wait a minute. Because, yeah, that's the next recap, I believe. If I'm remembering my episodes correctly, yes I am. Yeah, that next recap episode, we might be bitching about Arc 5 here for a bit. If you wanted to hear us ever bitch about Arc 5, next episode's gonna be it. Because we're gonna be. At least I am. In retrospect. God damn it. Anyway.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
I was sitting there thinking, like, wait. We've talked about... Oh. That.
No, we haven't. Yeah, no, we haven't. Now we will. But anyway.
I was meaning off cam.
Oh.
Because we have, in fact, said stuff about that one.
Yes, we have, but we're not in Sidebar.
Yeah.
But tune in next time, folks, to hear a lot more about Arc 5 as we just burn through these 5 episodes. So, see you then, folks.